Alright, I'm actually back for once, doing some MW5, so have a good time with it. Tested everything else, seems to be working so far, so we're just gonna jump right into it and have some fun, do some missions, and kick around on Mechwarrior 5. Let's see how it goes. I could not help myself because I was watching a VTuber earlier who was playing Mechwarrior 5, and well, I need to go commit some war crimes. So thank you, Project Whiskey, for making me want to play some MW5 today. And not help myself now. So yeah, let's just, you know, jump right into it and have a good time. Go from there. Let's see. Mission operations, objective logs. We got some stuff going on around here. Something for the Canopians. Okay, something for our Torian friends. Let's go visit. How far away are we? We're a little far. we're just a little tad far from that area. We got a lot of missions throughout this area, though, to be able to complete, so we might want to work on that. Let's maybe go see our friends over in the Rosselhag space. See how that goes. I gotta love the tab in and out features here, just suck. Oh. We could probably use some musica in the background. Let's find something to put in our little background here for some music. Some good stuff. Yeah. I like this stuff, so why not? Double check our stuff here. Just gonna turn on our music for now. Like,
online, sensors online, weapons systems online, all systems normal.
Yeah, we took some damage. Let's get some repairs done. Alright, so we get some missions going on. Let's double check what we got going here. We can collect 3 BAPs. 1 more charger kill. Alright, let's head over this direction and do a mission. Oh yeah. Getting her done. Ah, we gotta go against our friends here. Interesting. Let's see what they got around in terms of buying. Not a whole lot going on here. Let's see, anything in equipment that we might want? Doesn't seem like it. We get a lot of salvage. We'll have to work on that at some point. I tend to take a lot of salvage and just hang on to it, but yeah, we get some clan mechs stuffed in here as well. So it should be a decent time. Just gonna have some fun with it. Let's go. We gotta get the simulation pod. We could use money from them, so we're gonna take full money and just a ton of salvage and a little bit of some recovery. So this is a pillage operation. So that's pretty dope. Let's check to see if we've got any more elite pilots that would be good to go on mission. 63. That's pretty good. Get her trained up. It's a PPC mech, so she's not really using missiles on this, but I'm pretty sure we could switch that out for something. Let's see. Well, let's put her in the Dawn Donnerson, the ultimate and a heavy mech lineup. We are a good like 230 tons over, but we're running no tonnage for that reason. She's got up to 6 positive traits we can stack on her. That's pretty dope. So at least we have some AMS in the field, which is good. That's going to keep us going pretty well. The Donner here has got some good equipment in terms of just LRM spam and heavy clan weaponry as well. So we should be pretty good to go. It's a thick lineup. I'm going to stick to running the Stalker here since we're doing a pillage operation. Let's just go for it, though. Have a good time. Just bounce to the beat. Bum, bum, bum. Let's get our lights on here. Bored to death. But yeah, welcome to the LLC, where we fight for money. And all of the donuts that we could ever have. Moving into operational theater, we gotta get that make similar part. One of the sad things, though, is that a lot of times these missions will break on you, unfortunately, due to just the fact that the mods are so extraneous on the coding for Piranha Games' game. They didn't do a good job of making a very robust code. But then again, I'm pretty sure Piranha didn't expect to go this long with this game and how adamant Battletech fans are about their game. And how much we love our video games. But you know, that's just who we are. We're Battletech fans, and we really love Scorpion Light Tank. Let's go ahead and take that out. Just get it out of our face. One of the other things to remember is that, you know, Battletech is a combined arms setting. There's a reason why there's a bunch of tanks and VTOLs all around you, fighting you at all times. Come on, Urbis. Oh, that's an Orion out there. Just lay into him with some fire. It is a pillage operation, so our objective is to take down the facility. Interestingly enough, probably the most effective mech that I have in doing this is going to be the Atlas, because it's just got a lot of laser fire to be able to present down. The King Crab would be probably the second best because it's got BFAC-20s, which just ruin structures like no tomorrow. So those are some great weapon platforms to use. But yeah, it's all good stuff. It's all in good fun. You know, we're here to have a good time, not here for a long time. Blasting down the walls as I run along the halls. Partisan heavy tanks, man. These things are the bane of my existence, I swear to God. I take them out very quickly, but like, if they catch you at the wrong angle and they just start opening fire, oh my gosh, they just lay into you like no tomorrow. And boy, oh boy, they love to lay into you like no tomorrow. Oh man. So anybody out there who is watching at any point, by the way, this is a very, very heavily modded game. We're running about 61 mods at the moment. So word of warning, if you do want to ever join me to be able to play some MW5 because you're thinking, oh, this will be fun, we've got a lot of mods. Spacer hates me for how many mods I make us run. But, you know, if you're ever interested, you should definitely check it out, because, you know, MW5 is always a good time. I will make sure to have the mod list posted at some point here, with everything included. Some of those mods, have been taken off, pretty recently, just because of the Savage Wolf, like Marauder mods have been causing a lot of issues with them not being able to register in the unit list. Not sure why that's happening exactly. Hasn't been an issue before this, but for some reason it's been acting up lately. Infiltration missions seem to have an issue as well with the new content, which, by the way, I haven't tested out the new content at all yet. I haven't had a chance to look at it, so that's been pretty interesting. Hopefully sometime soon I will be able to play some of the new stuff, Rock Crusader, and have a good time, like everybody else. Targets eliminated, hell yeah. Right on top? Well, I guess that just means it's for easier shooting practice. Because you know how it is, guys. You know, when they drop on top of us, we gotta make sure that we give them a warm and welcome greeting. Shadowhawk, all right. We'll have to check our upgrades after this and make sure we've got our mechs up to date with what we need. Target eliminated. Manticore heavy tank. That's a beast of a tank if you've got more than one of those running a battle line on you. About 3 of those can rock a medium lance pretty easily and take it down if it is done correctly. Because PPCs are no joke, no matter what they're equipped to. Granted, our lance here is a little more than a joke. We're just assault. Marauders there specifically to make sure that, you know, we're able to engage at a safe distance and close in and deal some real damage. It's time to head back and get to evac. As we bump to the music as we leave. Because most of what I was thinking to myself is, you know, Whiskey was running a stalker herself, and I have this particular stalker that I use quite frequently, because I love a good stalker. It really is the Lord of War, as Big Red 40K has in his videos. I know Mage Leader has talked about the stalker a little bit from time to time. I don't know if he's done a video on it specifically. I probably should look that up just to see. Because I've been through his videos, but I don't know. Doesn't look like he's done a video on the stalker yet, but definitely one to look into. I know I talked to him about that particular mecha before. My personal thoughts is the Stalker is an excellent command mech in terms of its capability of leading a battlefield from the midline. A mech that you can center in the fighting and be able to guide and direct heavier assaults in different directions, give leading supporting fire, but if somebody tries to break through your lines and get to your core of your fighters and get to your backline long-range support mechs, it's an excellent one to put them in their place. But hey, we're an elite unit here, so we got to do elite things. Let's see, we have 25 in salvage here. Let's just go ahead and grab some Orion parts. We've got some Hunchback parts here we might want. Let's grab that just so we can fill out that mech. And we got 2 left here. Let's just grab an LRM 10 just to fill out the slot then. Hell yeah. Alright, we made some good money off of that. Put in the work. Alright, let's go ahead and hit ourselves up with a repair. Take a look at our mapping. Looks like we still have an opportunity to grab some stuff in the area. Looks like there's a mission operation here that'll give us another thing, and it's right near our Brion's Legion, which is a green level unit. So you know what? Let's head in there and check out what's going on. See what interesting things they have for us. And if anybody is wondering what the mix is that we are listening to right now, I will post that in the chat for you guys to enjoy. We are streaming on Restream, so you can find the stream over on YouTube and on Twitch, so no matter where you are, you'll be able to have a chat with me. You'll see as the chat comes streaming by whenever. It comes from 2 different places, so you might see double of sometimes some people speaking. You know, that's all good. We're just gonna chill and have a good time. Alright, so we got some missions here, but it doesn't look like our particular one is here. We got a Von Biomes map, which is always good. Targeting Kurita. In a 4-mission operation, oh boy. We are gonna have a time with that. Alright. I say we go for this 4-mission operation and just take it for what it's worth and get as much as we can. We're gonna take some damage coverage for sure, just to kind of fill in our slot there. But we want to go heavy on the salvage and just take a little bit of extra money because we're gonna get a lot of payout by the end of this. Granted, if we didn't want to go salvage, let's see how much money we'd get. It's about 10 out of versus 7, so I think the better choice is to aim for that big number on salvage. So we're gonna start off with our heavy boys. It's a 230 mission that we got here. We are being the shield, so that means we're doing a garrison operation more than likely, protecting somebody from somebody else. If we're doing garrison operation, we might want to consider bringing out some different mechs for this. So in this case, let's look at our mission loadout here. We've got some heavy boys that deal with some heavy stuff. We want to train up some of our other capabilities, but I think a good choice here would be to throw the little Killjoy out for its AMS capabilities. Defending against long-range missiles is a guaranteed necessity. We have some pretty heavy-hitting stuff. The dual PPC shooter with a bunch of medium lasers as well is always a fantastic choice. Long-range fire is great and all, but I think it's time that we pull out something a little more effective for this mission. And we're going to go with something that deals a lot better in fights in terms of what we need. And we're going to go with our boy here, the Black Knight, also known as King Dong. A lot of AMS that we're going to stick out in the field. And I think in terms of having a heavy hitter out there, I think we will stick the Atlas out there still. I think that's a great operational choice overall. So, do we want to switch out pilots here? I'm not entirely certain. Let's take a look. We've got some pretty elite guys that have some pretty good stuff. We want somebody who has got the capability of giving us what we need. Do we have anybody better here? Yeah, we do have somebody slightly better in terms of some ballistics. Schmidt here is pretty good, but that's 67. She's really good. Let's see, anybody else in their 60s? 63, 64. I think we get her in the Atlas this time around, just so she gets some improvement on her missile operations. I think that's a good choice there. I think we're just gonna leave our boy in there, and we just go for it. Time to slam our faces against the enemy. Do it for Rosselhag. Mage Leader, I hope if you ever watch this, you're proud of me. I'm doing it for free Rosselhag. Protect Rosselhag at all costs. Fight for liberty. Alright. We got LBX-10 clusters with small lasers and our arms here. This is one of the wild maps. We're gonna up our sound effects a little bit here. Should be able to hear everything. All right, we got incoming. We got mercenaries to kill.
All right, Commander. I'm in place for an emergency evac. Complete the mission if you can. If not, we're ready to burn when you are. This is ISIS. incoming. One more second.
Something just tripped the perimeter alarm. Lock and load.
They were on the wrong side of this mission.
Target destroyed.
That
Target
wasn't a
destroyed.
fair fight. I'm going to the review board. It'll never work again.
You can complain all you want,
Mercs will think twice before
but
trying out again.
I win.
Looks like you don't need evac anymore. See you when the mission's complete.
Well done. To be fair, it is a green unit, so we are just beating the living hell out of some new boys to the mercenary world. So we can feel bad for them. So we crunch our way through this planet.
Target, Commander.
Mercenary
Turn on our
alarms.
lights so you can see. Oh, the crystals are actually red. Interesting.
Nothing on scopes at the moment, but don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area. Tango smoked.
Tango smoked indeed. Let's take a look at how we're doing. Looking smooth. Alright, we got mechs on the other side here. And make our way around. We do have a repair bay, because we do have those options enabled, so. In this save, we've done a repair bay for the entire lance. It's randomized as to how many times we get to be able to use it. And the threshold is highly variable as to how much we get repaired.
Target acquired.
So, maybe good, maybe bad. We do have a Raven 1X there. That'll be good if we can salvage some equipment out of that. Get ourselves one of those improved sensors. Part of the reason also, by the way, I do not have my arms set to a key that I can easily get to is because I do not want to use it for sake of the fact that I might damage my arms severely. Those LBX cannons are expensive, and I do not want to lose them.
Shadows appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
But hey, you know, we're just doing what we're doing.
Fuel tank.
Oh no, they blew up a fuel tank. That's a mongoose. I need to get it.
Those
Great.
bastards just destroyed our generator.
Got him.
Forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Ooh, we got Igors incoming. Those Igors are scary when they start popping.
This is Gator. That's the end of him.
Igor's down. We got Jaggers going into position. It's tough. This is the big base, so it's gonna be hard to get the full coverage of what we need. Something's shooting me. Oh, it's a warrior. As I break a wall. Trying to do a hairpin turn.
Gator here. That's the end of that.
Alright, we got mechs coming in. BL1. Oh boy. That is a Project Blackhand mech, the Black Legion, which has got 2 heavy rifles, which can be a very scary mech if it gets in a little too close and personal with the small lasers and such to strip you up.
Target destroyed. Target
Wolverine down.
Kill confirmed.
target acquired.
Now, the other debate as to which mech I was going to use was possibly that Orion with the MW5, which could have been interesting, but I think it was not the right call on this mission just because I need the burst capacity to just rip apart machines when I'm running solo.
Target acquired.
Suck on this.
Thankfully, our contingent force here is still living, even though they always start with no armor, which is pretty annoying.
Inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander.
Oh, they can gun for me all they want. Alright, being as we've taken a little bit of damage here, we're getting to the close tail end of the mission itself. We should keep an eye out for what we're going to be doing here. If the music's too loud, by the way, do let me know. Hopefully you can hear everything going on. I can always turn it down a little bit. It is probably a tad bit loud.
New target Raven.
Go back to cockpit view. Ooh, hello.
Target acquired.
Taking the shot. Killed that walker. There's a skater. He never knew what hit him.
Acquired.
All right.
We've lost power.
I don't think you've lost power. You're at 89%. We've mostly taken care of your facility. It's fine, buddy. You'll be fine.
This is ISIS. Reporting target destroyed.
Nice.
Showing no more enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
Nicely done. Mission complete. We didn't get to the repair bay before we ended, unfortunately. We could have saved ourselves some money in the process, but that's alright. It'll be fine. But hey, Mechwarrior 5, guys, you know? It's a good time. It's great to just get stomping around and blow up some mechs and, you know, protect the free Rosselhags. Because long live Rosselhag. May the Vikings forever be free. So the Black Hand is here with the heavy rifle subset, which I think is worth taking in this case, just for the pure fact that that is a ton of stuff in terms of equipment and like a double heatsink kit. Even if we don't necessarily want it, it's a good amount. Plus, we have a ton of salvage to be able to pull from, so we're going to look through and see if there's anything good along here. Why not, while we're at it, we're going to take some of that heavy rifle ammo. We've got plenty of single heat sinks that we've pulled along the way. We could probably use some more medium lasers as well, just to fill out our inventory. Always a good time. Alright, so we definitely had a good battlefield report off of that. The bounty hunter, well, if it isn't Kid Mason. Prodigal Son has returned after the game. Return to the game. See, you've finally popped your cherry, tangling with some of the MRB's best and brightest. Me, I've never trusted any interstellar bureaucracy that claims neutrality, while also holding the reins on how we soldiers of fortune dispense death across the inner sphere. I much prefer a much more face-to-face approach to my craft, which is why I'm reaching out. Kid, you might not have known this, but your old man was a acquaintance of mine. He would feed me info, and in return, I would kick back some extra C-bills and supplies his way. All I asked was that his cavaliers happen upon some of our esteemed colleagues, he would pass along any insider info he knew my way. You all know, you know comms frequencies, IFF transponder codes, gun cam footage, and battle mech computer recordings of any sorts. Scuffles you would get into with them. Now that you're stepping up to the plate in a big way, I'll hand you to the same offer I gave him. Feed me useful info on other merc outfits, and I'll pay you out with rewards. The House Lords or the MRB robes could never dream of offering you. The juicier the info, the better I'll pay you out. I'll even put a premium on tactical computer recordings for each merc outfit you beat in combat. Attached to this message, you'll find relay instructions to pass along any information you have. And if you run into any issues, I'll be in touch. Alright, so, Intel Level 0, we finally got a call from the Bounty Hunter. A very interesting character who spans the length of the entirety of Battletech's history itself. Known very notably for wearing the Nighthawk ground combat battlesuit that he stole specifically from the Star League itself, from none other than the Black Watch. So definitely some interesting stuff there.
Commander, the sensors are malfunctioning due to the weather, and your visibility on this mission will be compromised as well.
Alright, so we've got reduced visibility from a dust storm here. We're going to go ahead and figure out what we're going to do about our mechs in this case. We do want to put in some repairs for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need to repair our mechs before we continue onward. In the meantime, however, that means we have to change out which mechs we are going to be using for this mission. For that reason, we should probably select something different. In this case, we are doing Overrun, which means that they are currently in conflict with some sort of unit, and we need to defend them against it. They are already in competition with them. So in this case, I think maybe our best go around would be something that has a mix of firepower and a good set of weapons to be able to pull from. Might be worth going with this in this case as our main line battle mech. We can replace our one Atlas with a different Atlas. And switching out our last guy, we should probably aim for something that has the capability of long-range fire and support. Might be the best way to go with this. Probably would be something along the lines of either the Stalker or the Zeus here. I'm thinking the better choice in this case would be our Zeus, because it gives us a mix of long-range fire and close-range support. Got to be able to hold your own out there. Not thinking we need to mix up our pilots any more than that. We've got current effects, 4% decrease in sensor range. So these guys get a little bit of fatigue, but the 4% isn't too bad for the most part. We are going to be running them a little ragged by doing this, but a 4% negative I don't think is too bad, so I think we'll roll with it. We are 100 and we're 100. Oh, we're 90 tons over. My bad. So we're 90 tons over, which is not too bad in terms of being over tonnage, but you know, we own a Leopard dropship. Why wouldn't we use the whole thing? That has always been the case for me, and I will still always say, hey, you know, it's a 90-ton dropship. I want to use the whole thing. If I can hold 400 tons worth of mechs in it to be able to drop into a mission, I can hold 400 tons.
Perimeter alarm has just sounded.
Gathering intel and information, just telling us a little bit about this. We can deal with that a little bit later. We'll take a look at it.
Defending this station from incoming hostile forces. Move out.
All right, so we need to give them help defending. We've got a quick draw and a that's a Hellcat Prime. That's pretty cool. We got clan mechs on our side.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Fuel supplies have been blown.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
So we've got a mix of weaponry to be able to use here. Our arms are set to the same as our SRM-4 as well, so we'll punch and use our SRM-4 at the same time. I know that might seem a little bit awkward. Also, I think a tank fell through the world.
Target acquired.
Always a good time.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that fell through the world. Hopefully it blows up at some point, but we'll see. Unless that is an aircraft and I'm just not aware. Just gonna blast that little trooper right there.
Target destroyed.
Target eliminated. I'm not sure where it thinks this thing is. Yeah, really not sure what it thinks. But alright, we're gonna leave that be for now, because it can't do anything. And I shot the building. Of course I did. Walk our way around, hopefully.
New target, Commando.
Not really moving, which means they're probably having some struggles there. We might need to reset this mission just so it doesn't do that.
Target acquired.
Might be worth doing just to see if that seems to be the problem here. Hey, you never know.
Sounding off. Hostiles on approach. Hey, that's us you're shooting at.
Well, you know, your stuff's in the way.
Destroyed.
I need to be able to kill your enemy.
Target acquired.
Turn on our lights here.
Let's get this over with. ISIS here. Enemy mech destroyed.
I got machine gunned in the face. That's nice.
Target acquired.
So, unfortunately, because that mech is stuck like that, we're gonna restart this mission. We don't really have much of a choice in this case because of the fact that it's stuck underneath the world, so the only way to fix the problem is to reset the mission, hopefully, and have it appear above the world. Otherwise, we'll never be able to finish the mission. Cashews are great. I know they're terrible for the environment, but they really are delicious. But a lot of things are terrible for the environment. Alright, let's try again.
Outer perimeter alarm has just sounded. Hostile forces incoming. We have a few friendlies here on rotation, but they will need our assistance defending this station from incoming hostile forces. Move out.
Moving out.
Hostile forces just crossed the perimeter, Commander. They're heading your way.
Hostiles detected. They've breached the perimeter.
More hostiles entering the combat zone's perimeter. Brace for additional contacts.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Attention, all fuel reserves have been destroyed.
Acquired.
Okay, so we got a bit of a problem. That tank is under the world, and we can't fix that problem. So we're just gonna have to reload from the finished mission.
Emergency generator.
Not sure about that one. That kind of sucks if it's going to be stuck in this loop where it's not going to work. If we reload the mission and retry, we'll see what happens. It may just be that we have to drop the mission. But you never know. Oops, not what I meant to grab there, but heavy rifle ammo. Bunch of medium lasers, and we'll grab the heavy rifle since we grabbed the ammo anyways. I'm not sure what the other thing that I grabbed was previously, but
Careful, Commander. The sensors are malfunctioning due to the weather, and your visibility on this mission will be compromised as well.
so let's figure out what we can do. To help ourselves here. Loss of standing with the employer. Who is our... We've got, Rosselhag as our employer. They're not too happy with us to begin with, so we really need to improve these relations. Might just be the case. Recent entries. BL1, the Hornet, and the Valkyrie. Interesting. Our pilots cost almost 1 million C-bills in total. That's pretty wild. So we're gonna try and switch out here to what we need. All right. Let's see. While we're at it, let's take a look and make sure they have internal. Looks like they're all good for the most part. Yeah, so we're gonna try again and see if this will fix the mission. If it doesn't fix, we're gonna have to just simply abort the mission, which will suck, but you know, is what it is. That's the way it goes. Can't phase through the world to fix that problem. And I don't have console commands that will help me fix it necessarily.
Hostile forces are looking to destroy this military outpost and destabilize the region. We have been contracted to defend this facility and prevent them from overrunning this position. Establish a defensive perimeter and don't let any hostiles break through.
All right.
Working on scopes at the moment, but don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
So it's dropping them off this time, so we'll see if that fixes the problem.
Fuel supplies have been blown.
Hey, we might have just been that. We just might have needed to reset it entirely for that reason.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander.
There we go.
More hostiles inbound.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target
Enemy forces closing in.
Alright, we're gonna need to circle around for that. We're gonna turn on our lights just so we have a little more visual acuity out here. Let me know if you want me to switch between the cockpit or viewing it from third-person drone mode, if anybody has any preference necessarily. I don't care one way or another. I pilot this thing however I normally pilot it, which is like a monster. I need to get them in there,
Commander.
prevent this base from getting destroyed, because we're already down to 90%, which means that we've made some mistakes here and let them destroy stuff. Not responding very well. We even took in a faster unit, to be fair, so, you know, that's kind of my fault. And if you have any particular questions or something you want to say, feel free to chat with me. I'm happy to answer stuff as a resident historian of Battletech and its lore, and my deep need to want to freaking play Battletech all the time, because I really love this setting. My overabundance of mods, because I like mods in my games for this game, because it needs it. So I want it to be more lore accurate.
New target, Vulcan.
Get in there!
Power generator down.
Destroyed.
Killed that walker.
Hell yeah.
Looks like you've got their attention.
Alright, 1 second here, just pulling something up.
Incoming on your position.
Multiple hostiles on our position. Let's go greet them with the sounds of war crime. If only I had Inferno rounds to be able to use on escaping pilots. That's a war crime for you.
Acquired.
Taking the shot.
Destroyed.
I just destroyed that mech.
There we go.
Enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
Alright, we're gonna take our arms off of that just so we stop fucking with it. We're gonna put it on position 5. I don't have a number 5 switch on my mouse. I usually operate everything off my mouse, but if I really need to punch something, I'll press the button 5. What I really want to do is get myself a
Target acquired.
console set up to be able to actually pilot like a Mechwarrior. Obviously, I don't have a neuro helmet. That would be really cool. Somebody help develop that technology, and then we'll talk.
Emergency generator destroyed.
Besides the amount of money the government would give you for doing so.
One more second.
Target destroyed.
Target eliminated.
Acquired.
Piece of cake.
Guy out of there. Send them with some lasers.
Target destroyed.
ISIS here. Reporting mech destroyed.
Woo!
Enemy reinforcements spotted in the area.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the repair bay this time before we continue, just so we get the repairs in. Be good to go.
Target.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
Oh, that's a
Incoming missile.
man's core. Let's get... We're gonna go into night vision here.
You stupid mercenary, watch your fire.
Hostiles are focusing on the facilities. Engage
I got
hostiles to
jammed.
draw them off the buildings. One more second.
Target destroyed.
Target eliminated.
Acquired.
Amount of light coming off of this is pretty irritating.
Target destroyed.
I'm showing no more enemies on the scope, Commander.
Heck yeah. Woo! That's right. Putting in the hard work. That's how we do it. Ugh. Just gonna eat some more cashews. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got a lot of parts to be able to pull from here. Let's check equipment for anything special. Nothing super special in this. So I would definitely say that we need to look for something specific here that we want to take. I think our best bet here is to just grab parts until we run out of the most expensive ones. Like so. Just for the sake that we need parts to be able to build stuff, and that seems to be our best bet. They're at 8% of their fatigue costs. We're on mission 2 out of 4 now.
Conditions in the area will restrict visibility and have an effect on your sensors.
Our mechs are doing rather well in terms of how they're handling out there, so I think it's time to bring out some of the other big guns here. In terms of taking damage, we seem to be the one taking the most damage overall. So let's switch back to another Atlas here. We're gonna up the amount we have. I need to double check this war here. For some reason it's not up to speed. It's at max armor. I don't know if I can, but yeah, I didn't think I could. Can't really add any more weapons to this system without maybe busting something. Could throw in some more machine gun. Oh, it was just short on armor. That was weird. That was very weird. I think anybody can agree that was a bit weird. But alright. We're gonna put that on repair. Let that go for a minute. We got our unit to go back with. I think that's pretty good to start off with. Our pilots are at 8% fatigue right now. They need some rest overall. I think we switch them out. Give some trainings to some of these weaker pilots that we have, just so they can get the benefit of some training. Some of them with weak quirks. Let's put Captain Crockett in there. Training. Schmidt. Put Schmidt in there. It's all for the sake of training, I swear. Masto. And we'll put Wit. All these guys need some combat experience. They each have a little more of positive quirks that they can grab. So let's put them out there in the field and give them a chance to show them what they're worth. -10, -5. All right, so they're getting some training done here. We need to get them up to speed. We need to rotate people around on these mechs. I didn't even look at what the mission was. We'll have to see what that is. Let's turn on our headlights. Incoming transmission.
Usual employer sent us to bail you out on this mission. Don't disappoint us.
What do you mean?
All these garrison level.
I'm bailing you out. I got 2 Atlases, buddy. What are you talking about?
Contract is to keep this facility safe and operational. So move out and prevent the hostiles from overrunning this position.
All right, so let's reset our weapon groups here. We're gonna take that, put that on layer 1. Large clan lasers, all set to that. We're gonna put them on chain fire. We're gonna put that on chain fire. Actually, I'm gonna burst fire those for that sake, and we'll put our arms in there just to make it worthwhile. So, our buddy's got a rifleman and a centurion.
There is one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Gotta love clan missiles. Looks like they got AMS on the other side there, so we'll have to be cautious of that.
Enemy units just crossed the outer perimeter and are headed our way.
Heat critical. Target acquired.
Ho ho ho! Yeah, definitely not gonna do that. We're gonna chain fire that, or we're gonna die.
Whoa, watch out! Chemical tanks destroyed!
System offline.
This thing gets hot!
Heat critical. System offline.
Go to lower Curitan world.
Enemy mech destroyed!
Yeah, we definitely need to get some heat sinks in this sucker.
They really are gunning for you.
Do a little reworking of how much heat we're generating here. Running hot is definitely its forte. But with 2 clan LRMs, it is a long-range support mech. First and foremost.
Scrap that one.
Target destroyed.
Tangos appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
That's the way of it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
This man's getting in the way of my shots so hard.
Target destroyed.
There we go, target eliminated.
Target acquired.
Enough of you.
Heat critical. System offline. Target acquired.
Oh boy. Talk about running hot.
New target quick drop. Target acquired. Ammo low. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
They are clan LRMs, so just so you know, they have no minimum range.
Heat critical.
Your time is up. Dragon reporting. Target destroyed.
Heat critical. Target destroyed.
Target eliminated. We're gonna run and get ourselves repaired.
Really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
System offline.
Repairs complete. Get our lights back on. It also gives us back some ammo.
A fuel tank just detonated. Target neutralized.
I'm pretty sure we've done the most damage to the base on our own just from stomping around at fucking crossfire.
This is Dragon. Vehicle destroyed.
Our employers will be pleased that we have held our ground and saved this facility.
Heck yeah.
Commander.
Alright. Nicely cleared mission. Hey, reached level 1 in rival intel. Nicely done. This seems like it's mostly parts catalog for us, so we're just gonna start grabbing parts. One short on that, so we're just gonna grab equipment from the bottom here. There we go. Beautiful. And only 6,000 in damages thanks to that final repair. Well done, well done. Alright, he's gonna offer 1,000,000 C-bills for Intel Level 1. Kid Mason, I got your delivery. The payout has been closed and cleared teaser rate. Much more valued stuff. Some pretty standard things, but hey, he's paying us for what I need. And it's on a unit I don't particularly care about, so... we barely took any damage in that fight. We're doing a beachhead mission on this operation, so in this case, I think the better choice is switch back to our stalker. Our catapult has done us really great work, but I think it's time to bring out our Marauder. We're going to have Tommy stay out, and we're gonna replace White Thunder with the Grasshopper. I haven't renamed for some reason, but we're gonna take out the King Crab for this and have 2 rear line assault mechs to be able to beat up stuff. Because there's going to be a lot of mechs out there, more than likely, is my guess. And I mean a lot. Ooh. So we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best. All right. Alright, so before we get started on the last mission, I'm going to take a quick break, really quick, run to the bathroom, grab myself another drink, before we continue. So I will, be right back.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons systems online. All systems normal.